I've been with my girlfriend Yadria for 3 years. We met in high school. We were ninth grade. We were 16 at the time. And I'm here because my girlfriend thinks I'm cheating on her when I'm at work. I understand why she might be accusing me because I have a job, works really late. We're trying to save to get our own apartment. It's a struggle because we have a baby, 3-month baby.
I appreciate the fact that he's out there working and he has a good job, but the reason why we also get into arguments is because we feel like the job is not good enough. I feel like the job's not good enough for him.
I'm trying to work my hard. I'm busting my ass to get what we need to get and get our life situated and move on.
We have a kid, and it's not only my responsibility to stay home and take care of the kid. It's his kid. His family told me, oh, well, he has a job, he works still. That's not an excuse. That's still your daughter. You still have to be there for her. You still have to take care of her, at least change her diapers, do what I do that I do 24/7 a day.
2 weeks ago, she was arguing because we wanted an apartment. And I said, we are. It just takes time. Especially that I have a job that doesn't pay as much. It takes time. And it takes time for me to level up in a salary range.
Being a teen parent is hard because knowing how we're living in a small room and trying to move out is not easy. He's made promises to me, oh, I'm gonna save money. 4 months later, I'm still living in a room. I have no freedom, I have no friends. It's hard.
And I told her, it takes time. And she kept on. She called cops because she was arguing with me. I was just on my phone and not paying attention to her because I know all what she was saying is nonsense.
And every time we get into an argument, he feels the need to walk out at a certain time and come home the next day early in the morning. And it happened for like 2 days already, and that's not okay. It makes me feel like he's cheating.
That time I was riding a bike, and then you know what? I went on a boat ride. Basically like something called a party boat.
I don't believe that the 2 times he left, he was on a boat ride or riding his bike around the block. Because who's gonna stay out till 8 at night till 5 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning?
She really thinks I'm cheating on her, and I'm not. I would never cheat on her because I love her. And she's the woman that I would look to stay with the rest of my life. But she has cheated on me before. She went to a party, she said she got drunk. Next thing you know, she went back to her friend's house and said she was drunk, and then she just went along with it.
I did cheat on him in the beginning of my pregnancy, and I did confess to him. I did feel bad about doing it, which is the reason why I did confess.
She has trust issues. She thinks I'm gonna get even with her to cheat with another person. And I told her that's never gonna happen.
I love Brayan, I do. Deep down in my heart, I have love for him. And I know he's a good guy. Because I do believe in him, and I do love him, and I believe that our relationship can work.
Once I passed the lie detector test, I'm gonna tell her that I told you so, and I would never cheat on you, even though you thought I did.
If Brayan passes the test and he hasn't done anything wrong, then I guess I was wrong for judging him.
I hope she believes me and she will stop accusing me of cheating on her. I would never cheat on my girlfriend. I've been with her, we met in 9th grade, 3 years back. Why would I cheat on a girl that I tried so hard to get to and so hard to work myself, to even try to even talk to her, because at the time she didn't want to talk to me. She ignored me, he's fat. I would have never dated him. Years passed, we were 10th grade, we become friends. Years longer passed, we were 11th grade, we had a relationship. We tried it out.
You start seeing each other in the 11th grade?
Yeah.
But you knew each other from 9th grade?
Yeah. And then 18 years old hit. We had a baby. She got pregnant, and we decided to drop out of high school. I dropped the 11th grade. I risked my life to bust my ass, have a job, full-time job, work, from 9 to 12 at night.
From 9 till 12?
12. And it gets hard, because it's unbelievable.
Do you have any regrets?
Regrets? No. I would never regret dropping out of high school and taking care of my child. That's one thing I would never regret.
Well, I'm not saying regret the child, but dropping out of high school, I think that's going to be a regret if it isn't now.
It gets hard for me because it's just so emotional that I feel like she thinks I'm cheating on her,
And what drives her to think that? Other than you say it's probably because she cheated on you, right?
Right. She thinks I'm gonna get even with her.
When you found out she cheated on you, how did that make you feel?
It made me feel sad. But, you know, at the end of the day, the next morning, she confronted me. And she said, you know, I did cheat on you. I did the things I did, but I regret it. Because I felt bad. Because I love you, and, you know, she did cheat on me a second time. And
A second time?
A second time.
When was the first time?
The first time she didn't know she was pregnant. Then
I understand. But when was the first time?
The first time was when we were...
How long ago?
It was like, what, 4 months ago, 5 months ago back?
First time?
Yeah, the first time.
And then the second time?
The second time, she cheated on me, but I deserved it, Steve.
How did you deserve it?
I put my hands on her. I pushed her on the bed. She was pregnant. She was 6 months pregnant. You know, I felt that I deserved that, because I should have never pushed a pregnant person.
No, you shouldn't have, but I don't know if that gives her a right to go sleep with somebody while she's pregnant.
Right. But it gets hard still. It gets harder because it interferes in my relationship. It interferes, and it gets really, really hard to the point that, you know, I just want to leave it alone.
Why are you here today?
I want to be here today because I want to tell her I'm not cheating on her.
And you hope to improve the situation? Is she nice to you?
She is, at times.
At times.
And when she doesn't want to be bothered, she just tell me, you know, get out the room, please.
You know, and I don't want to make a judgment from just watching a tape. But she comes across as very cold. And your jobs are not good enough for you.
Well, I work as a cook.
Yeah, because you're a high school dropout.
Right.
What does she think that you're going to do being a high school dropout?
Well, I wouldn't know, because she also dropped out of high school at the 11th grade.
Right. So what I'm saying is she thinks that your job is not good enough for you, that you should be doing more. And my response to that is, well, you're a high school dropout. You're not going to get a good job.
Why would you think I'm cheating on you for, huh?
First of all, you got everybody fooled, but I'm not a fool.
Well, I'm not
Second
telling
of all,
you you're a fool.
I don't care what you have to say. I don't care what you have to say.
It doesn't matter what
I'm
you
talking. I came on, all right? I'm talking. It's my turn to talk. I don't
Right,
care what you have to say. Second of all right? You got everybody else fooled. I'm not fooled. Second of all, you did not spend $60. You spent your whole freaking paycheck on a boat ride, all right, doing
Which
whatever
I had
God knows
$60.
what. Yeah, all right. Brian, please. All right.
So you think that Brian is cheating on you. That's why you're here, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay. But we know that you cheat on him.
Yes, and you know what? I kept it 100% with him. I told him...
Just because you keep it 100% doesn't change the fact that you're cheating.
No, it doesn't. But I kept it 100% with him, and I told him, yes, I did cheat on you.
I know, but if I cheat on my wife and come tell her about it, that's going to not make her any happier.
No, I know. I have my reasons for the things that I did what I did. I did it because
What was your
I'm feeling...
reasons for sleeping with another man? You said you had reasons. I want to hear them.
Yes, because he makes me feel like I'm not wanted. The way he treats me...
Do you make him feel that he's wanted?
Yes, I do. I'm home all day. I take care of our baby.
Right.
His
and
parents...
he's working 2 jobs.
Yes, and that's no excuse. And everybody says, oh, just because he works, that's no excuse. That's still your child.
Yeah, he still has responsibilities with his child, but...
But he doesn't act like it. He's out for 2 days, and he's going to sit there and talk about me cheating. Yes, at least I can tell you.
So as long as if he would cheat, as long as he would tell you about it, it'd be okay?
No, it's not going to be okay, but I want him to be honest with me.
I mean, if you did cheat, now's the time.
I didn't cheat.
All
What
right.
makes you think I cheat? Explain your reasons for that one.
Why did you
You're
cheat while you were
out.
pregnant? Why did you cheat while you were pregnant? I mean, I understand cheating, but cheating when you're pregnant, I would just think that, like, most
He
women
had
would be
put
extra
his hands
cautious.
on me.
I understand that.
He's
and that's
grabbed me by
terrible.
my neck. He's threw me on the freaking floor.
Why didn't you have him locked up? Did you only sleep with other people twice?
Yes, it was twice. I cheated on him, and I told him.
And you want to stay with Brian? This is where you might want to ask a question.
Do you?
You better hope your results come back clean.
And then when it doesn't? What does it make a difference if it doesn't?
He's not doing anything wrong. You're the one doing something wrong.
Supposedly, he has a nice paying job, but yet he goes out and spends his money, not even on the baby. I bought her clothes. I buy everything for her.
With what? With what? Where do you get money from?
I receive SSI, basically.
You get SSI?
Yes.
For what?
Because basically, I see a therapist, a psychiatrist, basically.
Okay. Are you in love with Brayan? In
Yes.
love?
Yes, I do love him.
No. Are you in love with him?
He doesn't give me a reason to be in love with him.
I'm just asking you a simple question. So you're not in love with him, right?
No,
No. He's not your soulmate, right?
not right now.
You don't wait for him to come home. You can't wait to see him, right? Mm-hmm. Right? Since in a relationship with Yadria, have you had sexual physical contact with any other females besides Yadria? You said no. Since in a relationship with Yadria, have you had sexual intercourse with any other females besides her? You answered no. The results came back the same to each question, and they came back that Brayan told the truth.
I told you so.
So I gotta ask you, Brayan, why do you stay?
Where do I stay?
Yeah, why do you stay?
Well, you know,
Because you're not happy.
at the same time, Steve, I'm not trying to separate from my family. I
understand that. But you're staying with somebody who's not in love with you, that thinks she's too good for you. So why would you, and it's nothing against you, but wouldn't you want somebody that's in love with you, that thinks that they're your equal, that they're your partner? I think you deserve better, but you know. Yadria came here and took a lie detector test. And the first thing she did, made a couple confessions here. The subject confessed to having sexual contact with 3 males besides her boyfriend. She also confessed to having sexual intercourse with 2 males since being in a relationship with Brayan. So you knew she slept with 2 guys,
Yeah.
but she also had sexual contact with the 3rd guy, right?
I guess.
Well, you confessed to it. Why would you confess to something unless you did it?
I don't really remember, that's why.
Well, why did you tell Dan that?
I don't remember.
But it's not like Dan found out about it. You told him about it.
Yeah, because I don't remember if it was 2 or 3. That's why.
Do you believe that?
No, I don't even know.
Besides 3 males, since in a relationship with Brayan, have you had sexual physical contact with any other males besides Brayan? She answered no. Besides 2 males, since in a relationship with Brayan, have you had sexual intercourse with any other males besides Brayan? She answered no. And to those 2 questions, she told the truth, which is odd because if you don't remember, how did we get such a positive result on the 3 males? So you must have some recollection.
I didn't have sex with 3.
You had sexual contact with 3.
Not sex.
Well, do you understand what sexual contact is?
Yeah, he explained it.
Yeah, it could be kissing. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So she confessed to having sexual contact with 3 guys.
How am I not supporting my child?
Because you're not spending your money on the baby. I buy everything for her. I do everything for her. You don't do anything.
But how do you get the baby stuff? Out of everybody's here's taxes.
Yeah. And why? And why though? And why?
You're not in love with the guy. And there's no law that says you have to be with somebody you don't love. You should co-parent. You should be civil to each other. But you shouldn't stay one more day with the guy you don't love.
So are we done?
What's that?
Are we done?
You're free to leave whenever you want.
Okay, thank you.
There you go. And what I would tell you to do is get out of that relationship because it's not doing you any good. And 2, no matter what, go back to school and get an education.
I called you, Steve, for help because I watch your show all the time.
Somebody's gonna watch this and say, you know what, she was brave enough to do that, I can do that too. Do you want to tell your story on the Steve Wilkos Show? Visit the link in the description to get my help.